lazy day today. Again, lazy day. Lazy day, guys. What is up? Welcome to another live episode of the Daily Grind with Matt. And we're just sitting here bored in the hotel and just figured I'd come back on here and try this again. I was kind of started the live show earlier today, and then my food ended up showing up, so I just ended up cutting that live stream and kicking it back up this afternoon. So just kind of just sitting around like always, guys, bored to death, and checking out some videos on YouTube here, and I've come across some interesting stuff. Then you can go down the rabbit hole on that kind of thing. But yeah, man, it's just been what you guys have been up to out there. No, we're counting downs. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, we'll give you some guys some time to get up in here for a minute. I got my wife. She's going to come up in the live chat today and talk a little bit this evening as well. And yeah, we're going to hang out for a minute. But yeah, guys, just kind of hanging out. Not really doing much with the guys or anything like that. Just kind of been hanging out here in the hotel room, being responsible and doing that kind of thing. But yeah, man, like I said, I was going to kind of started a live video earlier today, and then my food ended up showing up. So I just kind of stopped it, and then let's kick it off again, try again this afternoon, and just kind of been laying around and worn down, beat down like a dog, losing some good weight. I went from size 36 pants, and now I'm back down in a 34 and probably pushing like a 33, somewhere around there now, 32. But doing the damn thing, man. Feels good to be fit and healthy. And yeah, feels a lot better. I had that big, which I'm proud of my dad bod and my love handles. But yeah, it is. Feels a lot better. I'm able to move a lot better on the tower, as well as just feeling better, healthy, But yeah, man, that is everything's been going pretty decent, guys. It's just homesick, like always. Like I said, I am definitely homesick, always homesick. That on, not at home. So it's rough. And again, like I was saying earlier today, I'm probably going to refer to a lot of things I said earlier today because, that's anyway. I'm just after I get done with this site here, and we're about done, and I'm going home, and I'm going to, I went home for 3 days. When I was on with you guys in the studio, 3 days isn't enough to get nothing done, and I had so much to get done and running around like a beat, like I said, just running around trying to get things done. I didn't get to really relax with my kids and my wife, and just kind of do things I needed to do on the other sides of outside of YouTube and anything like that. So that's been weighing heavy on my mind. But anyway, things are going to change, and I got to think about my health as well, and I mean mental health, and just kind of sometimes man needs a break. I mean, like this kind of knife right here. This knife has seen it, but it needs a break. So I'm like a beat down more knife, still sharp, but just rough around the edges. You know what I mean? But yeah, just been listening to some music, some new music, found some new artists, man. And if you guys have ever heard of Zach Bryan, check him out. Dude's good. I like his music. Being an acoustic guitar player myself, I enjoy, other talents. And man, he is a songwriting machine. He knows his lyrics because he's writing on true facts of his own personal life. And a lot of it's like, man, like he's wrote these songs for me. It's weird. It's like music I can relate to is what I like to jam to. So all genres. I listen to all genres of music, but to a point. I got my certain set that I like, but I'm open. I'm open to different things, and new channels as well on the YouTube. world. Streets. The YouTube streets, son. But yeah, man. Just sitting here drinking a quarters. It's almost, well, almost. Yeah, buddy. I don't like the bottom of the beer. Shoo, man. Actually, I'll be right back. Hold on a second. Ooh, let's do this thing. So what you guys been up to, man? Sorry if I just scared you. Got a little loud there. But yeah, what you guys been up to? You know, you guys know what I've been up to, basically. No, you know, it's oh yeah, I'm gonna grab something else. My bad. Okay, here we go. Usually I like to move around when I'm doing these, but I know it gets you guys motion sickness and all that good stuff. So anyway, GoPro, man, right? It's a known fact. I use GoPro and wear them on my bump hat and out and about. My vlogs, I enjoy GoPro. I don't enjoy the app, but I enjoy the cameras. Now, I was over in Best Buy across the street here in Hammond, Louisiana, and they had these awesome GoPro backpacks. Dope. Not $138, but the backpack itself they're just dope. They got so much attachments made on them, and comes with so much stuff already inside of them, and pretty neat packs. So I'm eventually going to get one, but for now, I got this case here, and got it. Actually, I got it on sale because somebody, apparently, I don't know, something happened to the box to it, so they had it in a bag with some accessories in there and stuff I'm about to show you. But this case is like originally 70 some bucks. I got it for 50 something, so they marked it down just because it wasn't in a box. It was hanging there in a bag, but I got the case. So this case is pretty cool. Show you some stuff that come with it in my setup and got here coming on. As you can, got some goodies. So pretty cool. First off, a GoPro selfie stick. You can see that. Yeah, shut the camera. And I just found this out. This how crazy. I know it did this. Okay. It's a tripod, right? But I was at my site taking this off the selfie stick to put it on my bump hat. I went to pull after I undone the pin, and it retracts. I didn't know it retracted, so that's probably told me on the box, but it didn't come with one, so I didn't go tugging on it because I ain't really used it either. So I kind of just I ain't really used it, this selfie stick. So, but it is pretty cool little thing to have now. I like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and it being a tripod too, and it extends. I can to any level that I want. It's pretty cool. Pretty dope. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. And this little bag here come with this clip that I don't know what I did use that for, but it's a clip. So yeah, got the clip. Hey babe. All right, got my wife up in here. What's up, girl? What's up, girlfriend? Yeah, on the daily grind, got the wife up in here. It's got this clip, and also it's got the other attachment here that I can use. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm all about these cool, extra attachments here. If I can get the damn thing to come out. Okay, there it goes. It's pretty cool. You know, these come out. And but this, like I said, this I got this pouch here on a good deal over at Best Buy. And of course my GoPro head thing that I've never used before. And then I got this cool little clip here for your cap as well. You know, that's pretty cool little deal there, but it's not bad, man. Not bad. Then my wireless, it's not wireless mic, but it's a mic that I can use. But again, guys, the selfie stick's pretty dope. Didn't know it retracted. Found that out at the tripod. So got the whole pouch, and it come with some another charger, and some stuff in here, and my SD card, some card reader, everything that I use to do this show with. I can now carry all in one little bag. So it's pretty cool. Shout out to Best Buy. But I want one of those backpacks, wink wink, there to the wife that's on here. But you know, almost $150 for a backpack is pretty expensive for a backpack when I wear $200 sunglasses, right? But the backpack would be used. I'm going to probably get one, but it's just hard to kind of spend that kind of money on it when I need to buy myself some more boots for work and things like that. But yeah, buddy, it was pretty cool. Speaking of my boots, check these puppies. Oh, what I did, guys. Blew them out. I've had to glue them. Like I am, like they're comfortable, but it's like these wasn't even in this kind of shape until at the end of this Kentucky side I was up on in Kentucky. Yeah, these boots was not even in bad shape until that last side, and it just tore them all to hell. It did. All thread as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I hate it, especially when shit sticks out. It all thread, you know, and it'll stick out everywhere, and it just gets you in your back and your ribs and your boots. Check out the right one. There, ripped them open there, and I've had to glue this side too. All thread catching, pow. She was up in here. Got the wife winking. What's up, baby? Got Matthew Wheeler. What's up, buddy? What's up, man? What's up, Matt? Doing pretty good, dude. Oh, did you ever find your Beats earbuds? No, I didn't. No, the wind took them puppies and blew them away. And I found a set of earbuds, but they wasn't mine, which was on live that day when I did that. But I did find a shackle and a short line, but a Crosby shackle to be exact, and a short line, but lost my earbuds. So they're gone. They're hanging there somewhere in Kentucky. So yeah, I never found them. It sucked, man. I shouldn't have been on that tower that day anyways. That was stupid. I had a live video on Facebook, I think, that I did, and of that, which I do have footage of that day. And I watched my guys on the way down come off this tower on their safety lines with the wind blowing so hard. My green guy, this is no joke, and he's a big old dude. The wind was blowing so hard, a gust came through, and I call him Dorothy now because literally he was inverted side to side, parallel, the wind blowing him that hard. He was holding on to the leg of the tower with his dear life. And he was full blown out body side. She had the safety on line, you know, climbing down. Like it would, you know, but it wouldn't have been fun. Like, but he completely, I've never seen that before in my life. Never had seen that before until that. Like, because we're never usually up at high winds like that. But that day was easy 50s mile an hour gust winds, 60s, and that's stupid. You know, that's not smart at all. You can't get nothing done. You can't hear. It's just it's constant, just hell on earth. But it is, you know, and it was snow, wind, you know, it was bad. But we had to get it done. So you know, and get the side finish. But I felt like an idiot. I mean, as a top end and having that happen, but he was safe. He got to pull. He pulled himself back in, and you know, and climbed and continued on his journey. But it you can tell, you know, that shit, man. You know, we'll joke with each other about that kind of stuff and everything, but that it's serious, man. At the end of the day, you'll have guys act like they're in this industry that act tough as hell. I don't, man, I don't get here with that kind of stuff because, dude, I'm a bad motherfucker myself, and I have my days just as bad, and I'm mentally tough as a mug, man, and still, I'm like at times, what am I doing? Why can I not just be normal? Why do I have to do this? Like, why am I into this? Why did I get myself in here? No amount of like, it just happens, man. You go through that, and it's just having to chin up and think of the bigger picture and set, set your foot firm and say, hell no, I'm not going to be defeated, but also I'm not going to be beat. And as in like beat, like, just beat. And I took a beating yesterday. Yesterday was a beating and a half. I mean, I say 13 hours on the towers. It was over that, but it was a long day yesterday. And like I said, everything that could have went wrong yesterday. And just yesterday was a horrible day, long, dragged out day with a lot of people involved, with from T-Mobile to other contractors to down the pipeline. And it just, when shit falls, when I say when shit rolls, it rolls downhill. Well, it rolled downhill, and but was able to finish the job, not finish the job, but just get what that task set that we set out to do done. But we still have two more booms to swap out and fly up. So which that means two more sectors I have to still drop and then fly up to get the new ones flown up to me so I can stab those in place. And yesterday we burned up a cat head to hoist up that kind of things to us, but not that kind of weight. It was kind of too much for it. And it's so, it was a 1,000 pound weight max. And, or it's a 1 ton, I think. But anyway, it was a lot that was for it, but it burned it up quickly. And a lot of extra work had to be put forth to safely get, because once you're hoisting up tons and tons of weight, right, of a full sector that's built out, that's what the booms hang off of. The booms and your antennas will hang off the face of the booms. It's what you see, those pipes hanging off the side of cell towers. If you ever pay attention, you drive by a cell tower, look at it next time. Those white, big ass coffin looking things are antennas. But when you see those things hanging up there, you'll see these pipes, mass pipe ran out. Those pipes are held together by crossover plates and U-bolts. And basically, and nuts and bolts is it. And but they're heavy, okay, and when they're fully dressed out with every antenna on each position and radios back to back, and you got the weight of the rope, you got the weight of all that, and even with the heel block ran at the base of the tower and me two parting it up top, still was a lot of weight for it. And it got halfway up it's like about 200-foot level, because we was it's probably, no, when it quit running, it's probably about over 100 feet maybe whenever it stopped, when the cat had burned up. So we had to basically have the guys that had a tag rope hooked to the base of it, that had it tagged out away from the tower. I had to get them to ease it into us so me and Dan could climb down there and go ahead and stab it on that leg so we could take pressure off the lines so they could undo it from the cat head and replace it with another one, which they're not cheap. They're like $5,000, but a used one, but rebuilt. But anyway, luckily, the company we contract with, and High Tech, they had a guy from in-house bring one out to us. It took about an hour and 45 minutes. So I spent about an hour, 45 minutes up there just hanging around waiting. So I went to sleep for about 30 minutes and hanging out up there and sleeping on a tower. I'm telling you, it's a different kind of jungle. But anyway, once they got that took place, we had to, go back down, hook up get everything hooked up, undo it from the tower, and have it flown up to its original position that we needed to hang it in. And but it was just a pain in the ass, man. And then once we got everything hooked up, we had a couple alarms go off with the rets that because we're still using some existing things right now until we can complete this integration. So until we can get all the new technology hooked up, we're still running off that older technology right now. But we have to get these in place. I got 2 more to go and some change. 2 booms to hang, and but which means 2, like I said, 2 to drop and then to hang. So they want to try Monday to knock the rest of it out. Now, if everything went smooth, you can do 3 in a day. But if you're doing it by a cat head and things ain't going smooth, you're not going to get 3 done in a day, more or less 2. Even, like I said, it took all day to do 1 over, but which we had a lot of issues that happened. So it's tower industry. That's why I didn't drink none the day before. It's why I relaxed and slept like like I needed to, because I've done this enough that you got to think the worst and prepare for the worst, I guess, and think for the best. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst is what I always say. Said that backwards the first time, but yeah. Prepare for the best, hope for the no, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. But again, it is what it is. But yeah, man, it is tiring. What's up? My wife's in. She says, where's everybody at tonight? I don't know. I don't know where they all at, but I'm sure they'll get up in here. If not, we're hanging out. Matthew Willis says, I give you mad respect. I can never do your job, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate that, dude. Mad respect to you guys for coming on here and listening to me rant and just decompress. I appreciate it, man. And like I said, dude, it takes someone, I guess, you got to be kind of crazy to do this job. You really do. And we say that, you have to kind of be a little bit of crazy. And, it just, my life, I've had a lot of opportunity. Probably I could have done many things, and I have done a lot of things, and I've had many careers, many skill sets, and many trades. And this one here has always just been one of those things that's kind of fulfilled like everything that I've done prior to this. Kind of feels like, I was meant to do this, and I was put here for a reason. And maybe that's to help make this job even more safe one day, or protect another climber that's in this industry to use his head a little bit, use me as a platform to preach the safety and the aspects of that job, and how important it is to use those safety lanyards and to use your safety equipment to your best interest, because that's what it's there for. You got to get a lot of these guys that don't like it, don't want to use it, don't want to tie off like they need to. But it ain't happening on my crew. It ain't happening with this guys. We're all about it. You got to be, because yeah, like I said, that's why it's there, because OSHA does not put laws in place unless it's happened before. Like someone dies, they'll change something else up, or someone gets injured doing something, they'll change something else up. So yeah, it is what it is, man. And again, it just I like to do the best. I got a family to go home to, so I ain't trying to die for T-Mobile or somebody's cell phone. You know what I mean? It's just no. So I got more faith in myself than I do that equipment, but at the same time, that equipment I do trust, because I've seen it work, and it is a lifeline. So you got to always go safety first, always, man, and that is facts, dude. Here I am talking about safety, and didn't see your comment there, but that is true. And safety is always a big deal. It's a big part in this job, and gotta have a clear head. Gotta go in, complete, and do a good job, man, and leave a good name with your work. You want to do good work and good quality work, and you'll be set. and but there is other jobs. Like I said, there's other positions in this industry that you don't have to climb. There's guys in this industry that are groundsmen that do work the ground only, and they're proud of it. They love it. We got electricians, we got, you name it, man. So many different guys that different roles to play in this whole wheel of cogs and gears that turns this industry. So, like I said, I was just here to educate people about it a little bit, I think. But because before, like I said, before I got in this industry or started to work into this industry, it was I worked my way up, and but what I always thought before all this, you think it's just some guy going up there changing the light bulb. That's what you hear. I mean, there's guys, man, them tower climbers only got to climb like one time a month to change the light bulb and this and that. No, I like no. The only time that man would change a damn light bulb unless it went out, and we don't even do that. That's underdogs to do something like that. But yeah, we just no, man. But it is. That's what people think. That's what I thought, because that's what I always heard. But once I started really searching and looking into this industry and working in it back at home, and then I realized, man, this is a bigger thing than what I thought it ever was. And then it started getting the head turning. And yeah, boom, here I am. Here we are on the daily grind with Matt out here in Louisiana. Down here to Bayou on the Gulf Coast of Louisiana. And Hammond. Fucking Hammond, dude. Feel me? Bobby Bousse. Gosh, I hate Louisiana. And I just do, man. I love, I just hate I hate the market down here. It's just, for the state, it's okay. It's good. It's okay place. It's just, it doesn't turn me on. Which I'm about to be going to Texas. I always heard they do. It's bigger, and everything's bigger in Texas, And I'm gonna buy me a big 5-gallon cowboy hat. Yeah, what can I get in Texas? Son, I'm gonna go all out in Texas, and Texarkana. No, we're gonna be in Austin, Texas. Not Austin. I keep saying Austin. Dallas, Texas. We're gonna be in Dallas, Texas. And but first, I'm going home for the while. Much needed homes. But we're going to, next jobs that we're going to take on is in Texas, and mostly in the Austin, Dallas area, the Dallas area. Because keep saying Austin, Dallas, and the Dallas area of Texas. So, and we're going to be working for a new market. Dish Network has went into the cellular communications. They guess kind of trying to copy direct. I have no idea, but they're doing cell phones and cellular service now. Dish Network is. So we're going to be doing their sites. So for Texas, mostly Dallas. There we go. And I've heard nothing but good and bad about Dallas. So my buddy Dan has worked in Dallas in a market down there before. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like Dallas, and if he doesn't like it, I know I won't. So and I was warned before I even come in this market down here in Louisiana. I was warned by a lot of tower climbers that I know and bond with, and buddies of mine, and they all warned me. That's work down here. Don't do that, man. I worked that market. Don't do it. Don't do the Gulf Coast market, dude. It's just the towers down here, dude. The PO is not as much. They don't pay as much down here like they do up north. I swear Kentucky right now is one of the highest paying markets in the United States. Kentucky is doing really good. It's booming. Kentucky is booming. But down here it's booming, but it's so much bullshit you got to put up with. And like I said, if you're making extremely good money, you can put up with some bullshit. When you're making, some people will still call it good money, but you know that it's still not what you know. You know what I mean? Like, you still know it's still good money. Don't get me wrong, but it's not what we would normally get paid up in another market like I've been in. So And then you're having to do twice as much work. You're like, okay, I'm not trying to be like, the guy, the dictator here, or the unappreciated asshole, but like, this doesn't seem right. This is kind of ignorant. No wonder, I found out real quick. And dude, the humidity down here already is insane. It is insane. But oh, so it's my wife says, you're coming home for a while and never know, I might be able to go with you for a few days. That would be awesome. Hey now, that would be awesome. To have my family out here would be awesome. That would help. It would. It's hard. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. There, babe. Got my wife on here. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Yeah, babe. She's able to come up here and chat with us a little bit. Staying busy. She is always busy. Did your wife ever watch you climb? Yes. Yeah, she has been on site with me quite a bit prior to 2020. I've been doing it for 4 years. When I first started, she was out there with me all the time coming. And she has seen some crazy stuff, and she has. And, we was doing this training. We was doing on-site training, right? Rescue training. And she was there for it. And we was on this 400-foot tower, and I had to basically to rescue somebody. You have to be in their shoes. You need to feel what the victim's going to go through. You know what I mean? During the rescue process. So basically, what I had to do was climb up, tie off, and lower myself down into my harness. You know what I mean? Down into like if I had fallen and my Y lanyards caught like they're supposed to, because you're only going to use one. You don't want to tie off of both of them. You'll snap your spine if you fall. But if you only have that one tied off like you're supposed to, like it's supposed to work, then it's bungeed. So it absorbs a lot of the shock, because when you fall into a harness, it's like getting hit by a truck. You know what I mean? And those lanyards are designed to help take some of that thump off of you, which it still hurts. So, I had to climb down in my harness, and then the guy that was training me, he actually did the rescue on me and just teach, get me to play the victim. So that was pretty wild. So then he basically hooked me, through during the whole rescue process. I'll go through all this. I'll show you guys this stuff one day. Everything with one of the guys and everything, but basically he did the whole procedure on getting me hooked up to them and all that stuff. But usually, say if someone falls right into their harness and they're hurt, I'll have to get to them and basically rig up safety lines and everything, and basically get them to me, hook them off to my harness, get them hooked to me, and then go off on the safety ID and get them off that tower by rappelling, in a controlled descent. That's what we call it. And by having them straddled between my legs, now they teach you to actually have them over to your left side away from the tower. And that way you can have them, you can control them a little better, which I prefer. Really like it like this, and them facing forward, downward. And that's how I had to do. So basically I just had to lay out, play dead, and just go ripping off 400 feet, just solid drop. So it's pretty wild. And and for me at that time, I had only been in for maybe 6 months, 7 months. So that was pretty cool, good little training that I did. And but which I've been through so much more since. But it is very stressful for her, I'm sure. She's watched me do the job, do it very well. And but yeah, she does worry. She would probably be worried. Yeah. Again, yeah, but she's tough, man. That's what I say, man. A tower climber's tough, but the wives are tougher. And she's a rare breed. She is phenomenal. She really is. And tough to put up with me and my shenanigans, and then just, being the tower dog that I am. But really, she I couldn't, I try to put myself in her shoes, and like if she was out doing this, like risking, like I would be tore all to hell. I know she is. So, but it's but she knows that I'm pretty safe about it as far as the climb and using my safety equipment, and I'm really good at this job. I really am, and I couldn't be as good as I am at this job if it wasn't for her support and for what she's the the faith she's put into me, trusting me with this, and the support that she gives me. That she's my number one fan, and she always has been, even before I knew her. So that's pretty cool. And before we even knew each other, so and I'm just blessed. I really am, really blessed. Shout out to Matt's wife. Right on, man. Shout out to the wife for real. Whitney, that's my wedding band right there. And buddy, this time I've had this finger ripped open since in the industry. Like this tattoo has survived. And I don't know why it is. After I got that, it just injury on my finger. I don't know what those, but yeah, it's but we rock it out in this hand. And that's my hand's starting to heal from Biloxi. I think I was Grand Isle, Louisiana, when I was down there on that island, and I took a good little hit into the wall, fell into it in my harness. But that wasn't my fault. I had a piece of unistrut break out underneath me, and I just had a good little heart. Oh God, but it hurt. It did. It hurt me, but I'm doing better now. My body, my ribs ain't as sore, and my hands almost healed up. So right on. But that could be my face because I knew everything down there makes everything down there is on stilts because of the like down here is what I mean. But down on the Grand Isle where I was at out on the Gulf, it's actually off the mainland. You gotta go through tow booths and it's a long ass bridge across a lot of water to get out there to it. It's like a staging area for the oil rig workers and stuff. Is basically all it is. And the people that live there are just fishermen and just people that work with the oil rigs, oil fields and stuff. So out on the water, oil rigs out on the water. And but anyway, everything down there is like 30 feet off the ground. Just the base of it is because that place, when hurricanes hit, is always underwater completely. It's insane. But they the we was doing work on the shelter to this tower that we was doing, and basically we was having to make a new wave guide in the side of a brick wall to hang up these wave guide plates to where whenever the lines got flown up to me, the coax cables to the omnis that was hanging for the 911 systems for the cops there on the island, and also for the oil rigs out there offshore for communication. We was having to fly those up. So anyway, I I hooked up the rappel ropes and stuff to go off the side of it. This building was, I don't know, I say about 50 feet off the ground, like the top from the top of it. I would say that, close to that. It was really high, and I had already went off rappelled several times doing different things to the side there to, at one time I had to, big ass fucking uh, punch, just drilling out the holes inside this brick. Just pop, pop, there's video of me doing it, hanging there in my harness, just getting it done, man. And then, getting everything hooked up. And then I hung this piece of unistrut up to where the lines could snap into it and stuff. And to hang the ground bar on there too. But I had it was stepping off the roof, and had put a lot of slack into the rope because usually I was having to step off the roof down onto this ice bridge, and then I was swinging off the ice bridge onto the wall, then rappelling down to where my spot was at. But as for this instance, I decided to go ahead and put all this slack into my line, and so where I could get easily enough to where I thought where it would be good enough to where I could get out there without having to work the idea all the time. So I kind of got set up and was making I was going to make my descent. And as I was stepping and kind of put just a little bit of pressure on this unistrut that normally would hold up because it was held with redheads and all this stuff, but the brick was so old and fragile. What had happened, as soon as I put just a little pressure on it, it just gave out, and where I had that slack in that line, I took a good little drop until it caught, and it just slammed me into the wall. But that's when I threw that hand up to block my face. It busted my lips and all that good stuff, but my hand took the most of the hit. But yeah, and my ribs. And my wife says, "Oh, thank you. You were born for this job and do a damn good job. I'm your always number one fan and supporter. 13 years strong. Right on. That's what's up. That is awesome. Thank you, babe. Appreciate that. I do, man. I don't care if anybody thinks it's corny. I love you. Thank you. That's awesome. That's the best thing you could ever said to me, which I hear it a lot. Thank you so much. And that's what keeps me going right there. That right there. Because, I'm only as strong as my partner is, and we're pretty tough. We're pretty tough people, and old hillbillies, man. That open hillbillies in Virginia. Real hillbillies, man, up in the southwest part of Virginia, right down where Tennessee and Kentucky's at, and up in the mountains, deep, son. And Matthew Bush says, "That's what's up." See, he gets it. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Where's my wife? Even though I know you know what you're doing when it comes to your job, I still worry my butt off about you. It's not for the weak, though. I can say that you're one hell of a man. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's, you're making me blush over here. Thank you so much. 13 years and I still blush. You know what I mean? Look, my face just got red as hell. Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, it is. I'm a softie though, man. At times, I admit it. I'm a tough. I might be. Yeah, I am tough, but I am a softie too. I got a lot of love in my heart, and my heart wasn't ice cold at one time in my life, but at one time in my life I was going through so much that just the image of me and who I was being and everything, it just was cold. It was cold, and because I didn't know I was dealing with. With PTSD as a bitch, and it makes your life hard at times, and I just, at the time, I just didn't know what was going on with me. I didn't know how to, I had held up so much and bottled so much in me. I was just like a grenade or a nuclear bomb, should I say, and just, it would lose it and lose it and lose it. And, but finally, with counseling and therapy and my wife being there always for me and helping me and basically helping save my life. And now I'm the person I am now, and with that. So that's what's up, man. And I wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't for her. I would not. And she's a lot. Cheers to the Mrs. Grind. But yeah, drinking in one, dipping in the other, by God. But wife, see what she says. She says, "Thank you, Matthew Wheeler." Shout out, brother. Appreciate you, man. And I love all you guys. I really do. And it is awesome to have friends and people come on and I'm able to chat with and get away from all the hustle and bustle and all that. So, dope, Whitney. It's just, but yeah, but I really am, man. It is awesome. It really is, because it has been, because I worry a lot. I overthink things a lot, and and I'm always, because like it's just one thing after another, and I'm just always trying to better this channel and this and that, and it's just, it is, and now that I've taken the right steps to do it right and being patient and patient, and you know, because I've gotten hours and hours of footage, and my wife finally got to watch some of it, and she could probably tell you guys after her reaction with it. It's going to be really, really awesome. It is. Can't wait to start dropping these episodes, and she knows that we've put a lot of work into it, and it's going to be pretty neat, man. And you know, I'm paying Sam them. I'll be real with you. I pay them $12 an hour to do this stuff. So you know, I'm putting it in to get the rewards for it, and I think that the industry and to other tower hands, you know, when I do these episodes and I start dropping these videos, should I say, you know, I want to highlight those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice and stuff as well, and just be out of respect to them and enough to still put forth a good effort with this in the industry, because when I make things like this public and put things on the air that I'm about to be doing with this content, that I just want to do good, do right, because you know it ain't just me about me, and I always got to keep that in my head. And I think that if I keep my heart and my mind and my head in the right place, everything else it'll lay out. And if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And if it's not, then you know, there'll just be just another videos on YouTube that goes down the pipeline, and it'll be in the archives and hardly watched. But I really do feel that it's going to be pretty cool, man. And it's actually something I want to put. I'm putting enough effort into it to where I'm going to take these videos as well, and I want to be sending them in to different different like channels, like different networks on TV. You know, I think this could be like the life out here as a tower hand could be a reality show of all on its own, but a real one. I want it to be legit. And you know, you got Daly's Catch, you got all these other shows out there, Ice Road Truckers, you got you know, they tried to do this once before and it didn't last. It's called Hangman. I think was the name of it, Hangman or Men. But anyway, it is retarded. They made us look like a bunch of idiots. And whoever they had, whatever that company was out of New York that was doing this show with them, man, was a bunch of morons. And I'm going to say it. You're morons. If you're watching this, you're morons. These guys are idiots. And made the industry look bad. In which I don't think they're probably in business because they had so many violations on the show that I had seen myself. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, it just blew my mind that got put up there. But I'm sure it didn't last. It didn't last. So I know it got shut down. I know Ocean M stepped in. I was like, wait a minute. What did we just see here? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? That is what's wrong with the tower industry when I seen it. I said, that is the guys that's what's wrong with it. But it's called Hangman. You can look it up on YouTube. I think there's an episode on there or two, and check it out. It is, but it don't go by it like it is. Nah, it's stupid, but you can still check it out. It does like the facts of part of the guy doing the video. You know, the voiceover. I think it's the guy off of what's his name? Shit, Micro. I think it's Micro, but doing the that's the guy off Dirty Jobs and all that stuff. But it is very, it's different, but it's not what you, as someone with me, I know, you know, someone that doesn't know, of course they'll watch him, but oh my God, but someone like that does know, you know, it just that knows the bullshit when you see it, you know, and because I'm you know, this is what I do. It's garbage. So you never know. But you know, that's just you know, that's some thought that I've had in my head. But really though, like I said, man, I think that it's going to do good, guys. And if it doesn't, then it's all good. But in my heart, I know it will. I just feel it. And so it's, you know, I'm rolling with it. and doing it. I really think that I do need to invest in some more GoPros, maybe, because I think maybe my wife's on here, so she's gonna be like, I get what you're saying, but no, it's because she ain't heard me say this yet. But I'm just saying, babe. I'm really thinking about it because, like, just for not just my point aspect from it, but to have one like up on each sector, be able to change it over to where you're looking from my point of view, and then other points of view and all that good stuff. It'd be pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna invest in another one or two. So I built Haggling babies hung up all over the place, and that'd be pretty cool. Then I got the main my Canon camera that you guys have seen. Maybe I don't think you have, some of you, but we'll be using it a lot more. And got a couple batteries for it, extra, all that good stuff. And one thing that I have an issue with GoPro is the battery life isn't long. They will die if you leave it running, or if you. So that's why I got it set up to where in heat moments I know I'll turn it on, then I'll turn it off, I'll turn it on, turn it off, and then we just throw in all that cuts and stuff like that, because every clip you only use 30 seconds or so out of different clips, and you're piecing and editing all this stuff together. But I've learned how to film better and how to just operate that thing a lot better. So it's been pretty cool. But they have these rechargeable battery packs you can buy for your GoPro. So I'm going to invest in a couple of those, but they're not cheap either. So we're going to do that as well, and looking to get for the studio setup at the house. We got the green screen we ain't used yet. We got the new mics. So I got to get a better laptop, and we're about to invest in that as well. So we're going to be doing that, and better computer setup or a desktop or something, a new tower. But to able to do more things and use that green screen and Logitech camera, live stream camera for the laptops as well. We're going to be running there at the house, and it's going to be pretty cool in the studio at the house. I can't wait. Be cool if I could take that kind of stuff out here on the road with me. That's just too much to pack around. I got enough as it is to pack, man. I mean, bags and bags to pack. But let's see what wife said here. Sorry, guys. We'll check out what's going on here in the chat. Oh, yeah, they have no idea on what's to come on this channel. Great content, a lot more, like, real soon. Thank you, babe. That is true, man. That is true. They don't. Oh, God, I can't wait, dude. I think it'll do good. It gets me pumped watching it. I'm like, it makes my palms sweat, and it's my footage. It does. I like it. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. It sure is. I see we had Jams go live, I think. I just got a notification there, so I probably will lose a lot of you. And but it's all good, because we'll be up here running, baby. I'm at my almost an hour mark anyway. And but all good. But yeah, we just sitting here now. It's been a great show, man. Having the wife on here, and we had Matt Wheeler on here with us, chatting it up, hanging out, talking a little bit of tower talk with you guys, some story time, and share some stuff with you guys. A lot of good stuff. So all the chaos going on, man, in the world and here in our country. There, down south here and going to Texas soon, like I said, and with this crisis going on the border down there, I would like to try to get down there to see what's going on. You know what I mean? To get my point of view on it, to look, because I'm sure even in the Dallas area, is affected some sort of manner in all this. But it is disturbing, and I hate even talking about it because it just gets me upset, aggravated, my blood pressure up. Not fun. It's not fun for the daily grind on here. No, we ain't talking that kind of shit. God, man. Oh, we got mullet wearing Dolly Parton. What is I call him Dolly? That's the only way I could think of the first name on it. On the hillbilly Dolly or redneck Dolly. That's what it is. Bad guy. Got me a real beer. My goodness. Oh, it's not a Coors Light. Let me tell you that. I like my Coors. And it's a known fact I used to like a lot of Jack Daniels. I drank it in a sensible manner, though. Never crazy. Now, when I first got down here, I did get a little bit white girl wasted. And, but in a safe environment, in these four walls. Then I woke up next day and had this rash, like my armpits had broke out, sweating, all kinds of crazy stuff. Craziness. But yeah, this place here is telling y'all. Still got me some, dude. I had shout out to the Pizza Hut that dealt with me today. They're pretty, and the one that dealt with me the other day, he was garbage. But today they was good. They actually cared, and you could tell with the food, the quality of it, how quick it got here. That's something you don't see much of down here, and it makes you miss home. And people at home don't realize how good they really do have it. And with just the, just with the greeting of nice people, should I say. And when you're in an area and you can feel that you're not welcome or locked, it is weird. It is, kind of makes you like, well, why, I didn't do nothing wrong. Like, why, like, don't understand the hate. But there is a level of, just because of the media. The media has screwed up a lot. And they've messed up a lot, told a lot of lies. And it's got people hating on each other when in reality, it's just the hyped up by the media is, and we all just need to love each other, man, and quit hating and discriminating. But like I always say, they hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us. But really, man, it is almost that hour mark, guys, and probably going to end this show tonight and kick back and video chat with the wife a little bit. And she's going to start coming on here live more and actually get her on video and chatting with us and all that good stuff. So it's going to be cool. And can't wait. And we're just got a lot of cool things going on and doing it. We're doing it. But guys, if you like this video, you guys know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. And if you disliked it, you know what to do. That's right. Fuck off. But anyways, I love you guys, man. And like I said, give us some thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, here's your dough. And y'all kiss it. And oh yeah, they had okay, we were at that. Great on this channel, great content. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It is. And like I said, my wife, she's on here, and she has got to see that good stuff, and it's gonna be good. So you guys stay tuned to that. But we're pushing on, like I said, an hour, and I think you guys probably heard enough of the story time. And but I really shared a lot of stories. Some, we did a lot of tower talk and had a good time. But I can keep it rolling a little longer, or I can go ahead and I'll let my wife make that call, and I can go ahead and we'll just kick it back up another time, man. And I'd have to, you guys, I haven't been on here a lot like I normally am, and there's reasons behind it. I just been really busy and tired and just work and just home being I tell you what, man, homesick is something. It is. I think about writing a song called that. I don't know. Got my guitar over here too. But yeah, man, just kind of hanging out. And so like I said, I apologize. I ain't been really active on here, but my GoPro has been active, and at times it hasn't, because there's just times I just I'm like, man, I just need to just relax and do my thing, and that's what I do on a daily. But it's just a lot of when things go wrong, and it's just one thing after another, and it's just like, man, I'm just not even going to record. And I'm just get through it and get over it and all that. But and yesterday it died during a lot of cool stuff and a lot of chaotic, and yeah, it sure was. Got some cool pictures for sure as well. And but it just was a hell of a day. Honestly, when my feet finally hit dirt after being up there from sun up until 9:30 at night, I literally, as soon as I hit gravel, I completely just dropped right there on my knees, and then just my head down, boom. And it kind of sit there for about like a minute like that, and kind of went to crawl, and I was like, no, it's killing, it hurts even more in gravel. So I mustered some strength up and moseyed over to the trailer ramp was dropped. So I just flopped out on that wood and laid there in my harness and bump had on for a good 15 minutes, and staring up at the stars and the blinking lights on the tower, and just beat sweat just dripping off of me all day yesterday. Hence all the weight being cut. But I am sore as could get, and tired. Like I said, I got me some good sleep too. Good sleep, a good time. Got to sleep for quite a while, and so that felt good to get some rest today and just kind of relax. And tonight, just drinking a couple of beers, not nothing crazy, and just hanging out with you guys, man. And yeah, it's been awesome. It has. Just went down the YouTube rabbit hole today, and that is always fun to go down the rabbit hole. But that'll, like, man, you can go deep. You can go deep down that stuff, dude. Been watching. If you guys haven't heard of David Pilatus, the Can-Am Missing Project, he's done a couple of movies called Missing 411 and Missing 411 The Hunted. He's got a YouTube channel up here on YouTube, copyrighted edition YouTube page, he calls it. And but went down the rabbit hole, and I've been watching him for a long time though, but there's a lot of videos that I haven't seen. It went down the rabbit hole with him, and then just kept on, and it just, our national forest and parks, guys, and your state forest and parks are not that safe. And just going to pass that on to you. If you haven't watched it and you do go outdoors, I would recommend to go over and check out. And if you're not an outdoors person and you're still interested in mysterious disappearances of people that just disappear, vanish into thin air, be with their loved ones walking on a trail, as a quick, like if you're walking and you turn your head to the right and look, and say if your loved one's walking in front of you, then they're gone. You don't hear nothing. It's dead, eerie, quiet. A lot of that's happened. A lot of weird cases that have happened like that. And so a lot of them coordinate with dates and times of the month, all that stuff. And it is very interesting and very weird. And a lot of times these people are never found. And in cases that they are found, a lot of the same similarities to the victim's body is the same. It's weird. Very weird. True stuff happening. And I would recommend to check into it and check it out. It is interesting stuff. Being an outdoorsy person that I am, and a bow hunter, and just an avid outdoorsman myself, I've had some weird things happen in the woods. Not just talking Bigfoot, guys. There's some weird shit goes on in the mountains, in the woods, that is unexplainable. Don't understand. It's just some weird shit. And those woods are alive and well. So just be careful if you go out. Please let somebody know where you're going. Let them know a time that you will be out. If you don't go alone, and if you do go alone, invest in, like I said, dude, radio, GPS, damn, trying to think of personal responder. I'll think of the name of it in a second. But basically, if you're in a distress situation, you can turn that thing on and tap it, turn it on. As soon as you power it on and activate it, it sends out a beacon of, your coordinates, where you're at, you're in distress, and then within an hour or two, there'll be military, and your state will be mobilized, and they'll come and pick you up, find you. It is accurate as being able to pin your location up to 10 feet away from you. So that's pretty good, and can be there within hours. If it's they got going by helo or by foot, or depending on your location. So those are really good lifelines that I have. And like I said, if you can, don't never go alone. Always go with somebody with you. And if you're in there, if you have a need of separation, do not do it. If you feel like you need to separate from that person that's with you for whatever comes over you, do not separate. Never let you guys split up. If you're with pairs or in a group of people, never split up. Always stay together, and always pack. That's the main important thing, is always pack a gun for your safety and protection, and always have extra rounds, all the good stuff, guys. So if you're an outdoorsman, listen to me, because your life can depend on it. Because I've thought, man, nothing can ever happen, blah blah. You just you get comfortable, and that's when shit goes wrong, is when you get comfortable, and you can never get too comfortable. And my wife's probably still in here, and she could tell you guys that one time I got too comfortable and went hunting in the woods and stayed until dark, and my battery was dead, and my light, didn't know it. It had somehow was on in my pack, didn't know it. My phone had already died. I had no light, no way of getting out, and I just started, instead of me just staying put, I was like, well, I know how to get out of here. I was on top of a mountain, and I knew I needed to go down. So I just started trying to walk in the woods at night. Stepped off a big drop off, went flipping down the hill like Lone Survivor, if you ever seen that movie. Flipping down the mountain, knocking myself out, breaking through trees. I'm serious. Like, yeah, I took some good falls, and I took a couple moments where I would wake up panicking and take off running, and then just running into a damn tree, or damn just like drop, because this mountain has so many drop offs on it, and rock ledges and drop offs is all it is, and I ate it, and was not able to walk for a while. Like, my legs was beat up, my body was banged up. My wife's dad and them found me, and got me out, helped me get me out, and it was bad. Chokes me up talking about it, but it was an eerie feeling, and to be like that, and I've been in the darkest dark. Being a coal miner, I've been in some dark places, in the mountain of as dark as it gets, and but this was just kind of a different kind of dark night too. There wasn't no moonlight, nothing, and just the whole time I felt like someone was pacing me. You know what I mean, sizing me up, and I don't know why that kind of overcame of me. It just did, because I normally walk in the woods at night, not be phased or nothing, but that night, for some reason, I don't know why, I just felt like something was not good, sizing me up with me, and but at times, I pulled myself together, calmed myself down, and mustered up, and kept marching. So it was some interesting stuff, and my wife says true facts. Yeah, good time. So like I said, guys, I've been there. Always go in pairs. Don't ever go alone. Anytime that I went alone, something always goes wrong. and that's a saying. Anytime you go alone, usually something will go wrong. And I went kayaking alone one time, and first trip out of the year. And my wife, she dropped me off, and ended up being on the river. Lightning storm came, talking crazy lightning, heavy rain, me out on the kayak on the water. Water levels rose so fast that I was ripping and scared to death, but stayed calm and collective and found luckily, right as I was just, man, it was getting dark. I was like, this has happened twice. I'll tell this, two different occasions. One time I was with somebody, but we got separated, and that was scary. It was a rough night. It was rough, and we were on the water in a kayak with no light, and water's ripping, and it screams, and it howls, and at home when you get rain, our water levels where we got all these runoffs and stuff into the rivers, they gain up so much height so quickly, and especially, and it turns brown muddy water. It's beautiful until rain hits. You get all these mountain runoffs that run into it with all the flooding. It's not good. But luckily that day, the trip so far, I mean, half the trip was great, beautiful, awesome. Had a good time, enjoying some peace and quiet to myself. Had some bass hitting, jumping. It was good times, man. And seeing like a lot of good wildlife, some bald eagles and stuff as I'm floating down through there, and I underestimated my trip. First off, I thought that it wasn't going to, took a lot longer than what I thought it was going to take, and that's the first mistake I made. It started getting dark on me, and then weather started moving in prior to it getting dark, and and then once weather moves in and it's already getting close to dark, dark's going to come a hell of a lot earlier than sundown, because yes, when I'm talking that dark, stormy weather, and and there's no houses on the river down through there, none, and I had luck, like went for so long thinking that where am I going to get out at, and I knew if I got out in the wrong place, I'd be more screwed than I was. So I kept pushing, which I should have got probably out of the water before, but something in my gut was keep telling me to push. So I kept pushing on down the river, and heavy rain, lightning cracking, and finally I come around this bend, and I see this little makeshift fishing area, like someone's put some time into it. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Like, who would have, like, this is like weird, because I hadn't seen it there before. But luckily, the season during the winter months, this couple had moved down there on the river and built a cabin, was living off the grid living, and worked their whole lives. Had a nice place set up. But anyway, they saved my life. They was my safe haven. I come in there barreling it and about missed the dock itself and took a good turn. I was just ready. I dumped out, just rode the kayak over to hold up, to hurry up, and just I was paddling just as quick as I could, because I'm talking the river's moving, man, and it just it controls you after a point. And I come around that bend fast enough to where I drifted over enough to where I rode it over enough to where I could get a hold of the dock that they had built there, and grabbed a hold of it in my kayak. It just fought the water for a minute, and then pulled it up on the bank. And as it was filling up with water, it was getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and about sunk it. But I got it up on the bank and just flopped out there in the mud and everything, just like man, dry ground, and just kind of pulled myself together again and ran up. They had these little steps cut out, and I was just like, I'm just gonna follow this trail. Walked up it and seen this cabin sitting there, and a new Dodge pickup truck and a Harleys and stuff. I was like, oh my god! And I run over and just go beating on their door, and they come out, and dude, they let me come get warm. They gave me, dried me up with a towel and stuff, and then loaded my gear up, my kayak and stuff, and drove me back and to where my wife was waiting on me to call at her in-laws to come down and pick me up at her mother's house. But I didn't get to make it to the end location, the pickup location, and My trip got cut short, which I was ecstatic to see that dog sitting there. I was, because that was like, it just like peered out of the heavens, what saved my life. And that I should never went alone. And a lot of people, even my wife was like, "You don't need to go alone." And me, I'm gonna go. And but after that, I learned not to go alone. Even with going with two people, me and another buddy, we kayaked together. We used to kayak together a lot. We went one time and underestimated the length of the trip once again, and it got dark on us. We got separated there for a few hours. Ended up passing each other up on the river and didn't even know it. That's how like crazy this river is at times. And just you just when you're in darkness, you just don't see nothing. At one point when we did get back up with each other, man, we hooked our kayaks together, and we was making sure we was gonna stay that way this time. And at one point there's a helicopter coming in, and we thought, oh my god, finally we got, it was embarrassing, but we was relieved to see this helicopter come in, thinking that my wife or his wife had called for help, because this is hours by, like we 6 hours past our drop off time, that I mean our pickup time, that we would said we would be there. And I was going to float down to where I was living down below my house, to this little fishing area that my family and us would fish at. And then once my wife realized I wasn't home yet, and it was already midnight, and she had already been out, look, flashlights waiting at the pickup points, hollering for us, calling my phone, which was dead. His phone was dead. Just horrible. And but we ended up making it to a water treatment plant, to where we got out there, and it was relief. It was relief, should I say. Just crazy stuff. I'm rambling, but I know, guys. But like I said, man, just don't go out alone, and let people know where you go. And check out the Can-Am Missing Project, and the Missing 411 videos. Pretty dope. But with that, guys, I'm going to end it on that note. And it's been real with you guys. We've been up here for almost an hour and a half. It's been fun. I enjoyed my wife always coming up here and talking with us as well. And it's always good. You guys are going to see a lot more of her, and coming up here and talking as well with you guys. And but like I said, give this video a thumbs up, guys, if you liked it. And we'll see you on the next one. I love you guys today. Peace. Gotta make it weird at the end. All right, guys. Later. Welcome to another episode of The Daily